second. I am on my way to the gym, people. It's an hour of body pump. Honestly, see, this morning I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Anyway, I got up, I threw myself in the shower to kind of think, right, get going. So threw myself in the shower, and I'm on my way, and I know I'm going to feel so much better once it's done. So it's an hour of body pump. Also, today we're going to cook up a recipe. Rico was discussing what we're going to have to eat, and I was like, oh, I don't know. Crayfish is a hard one to beat. So we had the crayfish and the salad last night, and I had probably half a baguette of that sourdough. I was just dipping it into the garlic and olive oil and into my salad, and amazing, absolutely amazing, and thoroughly enjoyed it. So that's a hard one to beat. Rico's like, steak. Rico loves a steak. Me, I'm not, yeah. And I'm really trying to avoid red meat now as much as possible, because I'm reading this book, and because I have a friend at the gym who is vegan, and just talking about food and things and reading up the benefits. Anyway, I'm never going to be vegan or vegetarian, but I try to eat plant-based most of the time. So what was I saying? Right, so I said, what would we have? Anyway, so I fancied a curry. So I'm going to look, I got the Mowgli, is it the Mowgli book out. I'll show you that as well. Eventually I will show you all these books. You know we get there eventually. And I'm going to look up a recipe. I'm going to look up a couple of recipes out of there and cook up something different from that book today, because I've looked at it quite a few times and I like it. So we'll shop the ingredients and we'll cook something from there. What time are we at? Oh, we have plenty of time, people. So it's not very busy here in the gym as yet. This pass is normally quite busy. Right, let's get parked and let's go and get set up for the gym, and then we will chat later. Have a wee sip of my coffee as well. Okay, it's hot. Okay, we are pumped out. We have done a body pump, 1 whole hour of it, and I'm so glad I did. I really wasn't up for it this morning, so I'm glad I've done it. I'm actually considering going to TK Maxx, have a wee nosy at TK Maxx, because Rico was still in his bed, still to get up, still to shower. So I think I'm going to have a wee nosy at TK Maxx, because I feel as if I haven't been there for ages, and then go home and decide what recipe, decide on the recipe that Rico's going to cook. So that's the plan for today. So I'm all energized now after my pump class. Keep telling you, do some exercise. Again, it was really busy. So I was 6 on the waiting list last night for body pump, up until last night, and then I got a place last night, and one of the girls in the gym was saying to me as she walked, she said, by the way, I'm like 16th on the waiting list. I said, so just stay. I said, so because it's a Sunday morning and a lot of people just don't turn up and they just don't cancel, and you can't cancel, you can only cancel, you've got 90 minutes before the class starts to cancel, something like that. Anyway, so, and it wasn't, the class wasn't full, so anyway, right, let's go and have a quick wee nosy at TK Maxx, and then go home and make the bed, get dressed, and peanut butter Easter egg. Okay, been to TK Maxx and there was nothing. I was looking for gym gear actually. Hardly anything. They seem to be restocking and changing things over. Went into B&M, so I showed a bit of the Valentine's things, and the Easter things are all coming out now. So Valentine's I can understand, it's February. When is Easter this year? Of course, I have 2 Easters to cope with. Don't know if it's the same time this year or if it's at different times this year. I have no idea. If you know, let me know. Right, Rico should be ready now. I'm going to go home and get my things done, and I'm really excited about cooking up a recipe, or choosing a recipe. Let's go. Oh. Okay, I've come home to Rico deciding hold on a minute. Okay, I'm just speaking. Did you enjoy your sleep? Sleep?
I never slept.
Oh, did you not?
No.
What did you do?
I got up in the shower.
That's nice.
Okay.
Right. So you've been looking at this house lamb curry.
Yeah, it's with chickpeas, but you can omit them. Put mushrooms, I suppose. Oh, there's this one. Hold on a minute. There's chicken ones.
So let me just get the front of the book. Is it Mowgli? Did I get it right? Yes, it is Mowgli. There we go. Mowgli street food. Right.
Right. It's basically recipes from a restaurant, isn't it?
Mhm.
There's this one here. Hold on a minute.
I'll have a look and decide.
There's these chops, and then there's
There's a cauliflower thing there as well. Right, let me have a look at it and I'll...
they're here. There's Maz lamb chops, right? There's this lamb curry, or there's, you don't want that, that's mince. Or there's lamb shanks. Okay, take your pick. I'll put these bits in there so you can get to the pages.
Okay, Rico has been shopping, he's back. I have organised my kitchen the way I like to organise my kitchen. Let's see what he has brought back, and then I can break my fast. Okay, what are you doing? Courgette. Right, so remember what we're having. Let's go over this again, and I will link this book down in my description box. Again, it is the Mowgli street food. Here's the recipe, so you can screenshot it, and the method. There we go. And that's what it's supposed to look like. I don't know if ours is going to look like that. Okay, oh, Rico says ours is going to look better for that. Hardest thing for Rico is to keep to a recipe because he always has his own ideas. Okay.
I already want to put paste in it.
Huh? No, see, it's already, no, we're going sticking to the recipe.
Okay.
So, we are using courgettes. We are not using the courgette flour things to make these. We are just going to use courgettes and mushrooms, but we are going to go by this recipe for the batter. There we go, there it's there. You can screenshot it if you like. And we have the method right there. So let's see what this turns out like. Okay, so this is a mixture from what? Aldi's? Well, you just went back there to get prunes from Aldi's, didn't you? What else? Where else did you go?
Morrison's and Sainsbury's.
Morrison's and Sainsbury's, okay. Let's start. So we have the prunes for the curry. Rico's picked up some coffee for himself. Olive oil. This is Aldi's olive oil, isn't it?
Yes, we're cooking.
Berries for my porridge. We have onions. We have red wine vinegar. We have some coriander. Oh, that's nice. That's definitely not an Aldi's coriander. That's the nicest coriander that I've seen, like from the shops up here. Need to put that in a glass of water, Rico. No, it doesn't need a glass of water. Anyway, got some chili peppers, some onions, and of course, when you're having curry, you need to have some pompadons and some naan bread and some chapatis. Did you check these if they've got iron or anything in them? I'll check them after. I can't. You just bought them. Okay, some lamb for the curry, which Rico's obviously going to have to chop up. This is just good to have in the fridge for emergencies. Lemon juice, and that's 100% lemon juice, isn't it? Nothing else in it. Some ginger and some, right, so I don't normally use anything that comes out of a tin, but because it was a last minute decision, didn't have time to soak my chickpeas or anything, so we're going with the chickpeas from a tin. You know, sometimes you just have to. Just got 2 tins here. We've got some onion granules because I asked for these. I don't think the recipes require this, but I just like to have them in the house, so Rico's picked them up for me. Some ground allspice, and Rico will explain why he picked up allspice in just a second. We have some, this pasta, which is made from lentil flour, if I remember correctly. Yep, so it's made from red lentil penne. So I'm going to check the ingredients of that as well. If there's anything I need to come back and tell you, I will. We need rice flour for the, what they call bhajis that we're making, the courgette bhajis. And we need some, is this the rice flour?
No, that's the gram flour.
What's gram flour?
Chickpea flour.
Oh, chickpea flour. Okay, for the bhajis again?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
See, that's rice flour.
What's rice flour? Oh.
Rice flour.
And this is rice flour for... The same. To make the batter for the bhajis. But we will follow Rico doing all of this once he prepares it all. And a little red wine for Rico.
Thing I couldn't get this ajwain seeds.
Ajwain seeds, right.
I couldn't find it.
Okay, explain why you got allspice. Where is it? Yes, allspice. Because the recipe doesn't say allspice.
It says ground anise.
Right.
But I couldn't find ground anise.
Right.
So I looked for an alternative, and it said you can use allspice as an alternative.
Okay. So that's why we've got. Did we not have allspice at home?
No, that's different again.
What's that?
That's mixed spice.
Ah, interesting. So mixed spice.
And allspice is slightly different. I think that's more for baking.
All right. Okay.
And it's going into the curry.
Right. Okay. So there we go. Let's do this. Meanwhile, I'm going to go and get my air fryer out, and I'm going to roast some almonds. Well, that's a great start because I forgot I'd used up the almonds for the gorlifa for my mum, so I don't have almonds. Actually, Rico, we need to put almonds on the list. That's all I've got left of my almonds.
Well, put them on the list,
my porridge, I didn't realise. Right, that'll do me today anyway. So, I do have a bag of cashew nuts. So I'm going to roast some cashew nuts and try them with that, see how that works out. Oh, dearie me. Let's see. Oh my goodness me. That is what I would call perfect roasted cashew nuts, by the way. Oh my god. Yum. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, great for roasting nuts, by the way. Right, that's that done. Meanwhile, I was eating my porridge, and Rico's got all these ingredients together for the batter. So basically, all the ingredients that I showed earlier on, he's got them all ready here. And then he's going to mix it all up. So that is my first successful thing in the air fryer. So just put the nuts in on greaseproof paper, sprinkled some water and some salt, which is exactly how I would do them in the oven. And maybe 10 minutes in the air fryer. I just kept checking them to see when they got a good colour. I'm so chuffed with them. And now I keep nibbling at them. So I've got a bain-marie going on here. So boiling hot water with the pot sitting on top and melting my chocolate. I'm just going to add some olive oil to the chocolate. And then I'm just going to throw in my nuts. And that's it. There we go. That's everything mixed up for the batter.
Okay.
Right. Lovely. Here we have some mushrooms. We were trying mushrooms stuffed with feta cheese in the air fryer to see if they work, and they do. There we go. So we've done that job as well, which we wanted to do. So yeah, that's that ready. So we're just gonna basically dip the veg in there and then fry it, isn't it, Rico? Correct. There's the lamb all chopped and ready. So basically, once Rico's got all this together, he's going to start cooking the meat now, adding the spices and all that. Then he'll fry up the veg with the batter right here. Just got all these ingredients all ready. You're just gonna start frying the meat in the oil.
No, I'm putting the onion and ginger.
Oh right,
first.
okay, onion and ginger first.
Yeah.
So onion and ginger in.
And the garlic.
And the garlic.
Yep.
So I'm thinking this meal in itself is going to have 30 different types of plant food we're supposed to be taking a week. There's already onions, garlic and ginger in there. And then there's, how many spices would you reckon? Different spices you're using, Rico?
There's cloves, which I haven't put in yet.
Then we've got the coriander here.
Coriander, chilies, dates, prunes, sorry.
That's right, as well.
Prunes,
And then,
chickpeas, tomatoes.
definitely, it's got it all in here.
Turmeric, allspice.
Which is a variety of spices in itself. Allspice, isn't it?
Did we put carabine? No, that carabine was in there.
Oh, it's still part of our meal.
Yeah. We've got
The courgette,
chili, courgette,
the mushrooms.
mushrooms. To get the mushrooms out and get them washed as well.
So what are you putting in after that? The meat?
Yeah.
And then
The spices.
the spices.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That goes in at the end. And the chickpeas at the end.
Yeah, because they're already cooked.
Yeah.
Okay, in goes the lamb.
The spice mix.
I've got a lot of spice in it.
I don't think so. Most of it's aromatic, apart from the chilli. I did put chilli in it, didn't I? There's chilli powder and fresh chilli.
It better not be too hot.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I was going to leave it chilli powder. It's all the aromatics that are in it. You want to follow the recipe, honey?
I know, because Rico was saying just before he added the spices,
And,
all his instincts told him that he should be adding tomato puree at that point.
And I de-seeded and de-veined the chilli.
I didn't know chilies had veins.
Well, they've got that white bit, see the white bit where all the seeds are attached to? That's even hotter than the seeds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Take that out, takes a lot of the heat away. So you get the flavour of the chilli.
And then, oh, you don't need to go that close, you can smell it, man.
Let's put the tomato.
Another 10 people, another 10!
That's looking good there. I'll show them making curry there as well.
Okay, Rico is already adjusting the recipe, so you've put less water than the recipe states.
Yes, because I put slightly more tomato.
Ah, right. Okay.
So I want to, if it thickens too much, I can always add. Okay.
Okay. So that's it now, you're just going to let it simmer?
I'm going to let it simmer for a while, and then we're going to add the
chickpeas.
And the prunes and the chickpeas and the coriander. Okay?
So I've just been checking the ingredients. So both the chapatis and the naans have calcium and iron. So they're fortified. And these, so I'm going to be eating these. Rico's not getting his hands on these. These are made with lentil flour. No added iron, or is there calcium? Yeah, calcium hydroxide in these, but yeah. There we go. Lentil flour. It's a nice wee treat. Okay, let's have a look at the curry. Oh, oh wow! That looks good. That looks good actually, doesn't it? It smells amazing. Right, we've got the oil here.
It's not digit, it's
ready for the courgettes. Okay, let's do this. Let's. Wait, I'm gonna give me a wee minute to get my Instagram. That one's got a tail. Can I just say, these are so good. The batter is so crispy.
Whoa! The cauliflower and the rice well together. And a wee bit of
I need to move away from here because Rico's frying and I'm eating. Just like when my mum used to make costillas.